We're waiting really on these Tesla earnings to come out after the close as Doug Flynn joins us, certified financial planner and co-founder at Flynn Zito. All right, so low expectations, I think, is the headline for Elon Musk and Tesla. Sometimes you wonder maybe they can jump over the bar here, but what do you expect?
Yes, I mean, sales are down. The stock price is way down. They announced job cuts. They've had recalls. Deliveries are down. So the expectation is really, really low. And I think that's expected, and that's already baked into the stock price from here. What we're really listening for is where is he taking this? They announced maybe they're going to do this robo-taxi, but people are really interested in the Model 2, which is supposed to be the low-cost EV that they've been waiting for. That could be a game changer to take Tesla to the next level. But if that's being pushed to the back burner, that's not going to bode well with people's expectations of the future of this company. But if it looks like things are improving, then I think the stock price is probably undervalued because it's been beat down so much.
Yeah, we showed a chart there the last year. You're right. It's gotten killed lately. It was a high flyer for so long. It's almost like Musk gets bored sometimes. I don't know if that's an exaggeration of it, but I don't know that he gets excited about the Model 2. Like he had the Roadster years ago, or the Cybertruck, or the Robo-Taxi. The Model 2 is like a Toyota Corolla, but electric. That's what it's supposed to be. And I don't know that it excites him, but to your point, it might be the thing that's the smart thing that would make him money right now. What do you think Tesla should do?
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting the cap with EV sort of acceptance right now. Or perhaps it's only going to be X% of the entire market. So how do you make that a wider acceptance? You need to do something that's more mass appealing. He may not want to do that. Maybe they end up relegating themselves to a niche manufacturer like some of the other sports companies and other companies like that, sports car companies. But I think if it depends from here. If he's going to do that and maybe the robotaxi works, I don't know how. We need level 5 auto driving for that to work. Right. So we're not there yet.
He knows. I mean, if you read Isaacson's book about this, Musk, he's always ahead of this stuff, way ahead of other people, and he's unrealistic in when self-driving is going to happen, and he's probably doing it again. But it'll be interesting to see this earnings call that people look at. Will be really, really interesting tonight. All right, a minute to go until the close. Give us a thought on TikTok. TikTok, by the way, in my view, is probably not going anywhere, even if they pass this bill tonight.
Right.
Because ByteDance, at some point, the Chinese company that owns it, they'll sell it, right? And TikTok will stay as is for the people who use it. What do you think?
Yes, I mean, at the end of the day, the Chinese have to sign off on who this gets sold to, and the algorithm that's in there, which is the real value to TikTok, isn't so much the platform, because Instagram and the other ones can kind of do some of those things. So that's really what this is all about. Now, if they allow it, then it will certainly move on to some other U.S. company and all that. And TikTok has said we don't share any of the U.S. users' information, but we also know that Chinese technology laws are that if they ask for it, they must provide it. So perhaps it lives on, but if not, the Chinese could shut it down.
That's true. It'd be interesting. Well, it starts tonight with this bill in the Senate. Thank you, Doug. Always good to see you. Let's see these closing